I led a workshop with couples one time where we divided men into one room and women into the other. We asked each group to come up with their biggest frustrations regarding communication with their spouse. It was an interesting observation. So the men met for about 10 minutes and came up with a bulleted list of items and thought that they were pretty well done. We had to pull the women back into the group after about 40 minutes, and then we had to actually cut them off so that we could get back as a large group. We had each group sort of present back to the other what they had come up with. The fascinating thing was the men came up with the typical communication needs. We need to talk more frequently, we need to speak more clearly, those kind of things. But the women made one comment that I'll never forget. They actually said, we want our husbands to know what it is that we want or need without us having to say that. As soon as the men heard this, they were quiet for a moment, then they all burst into laughter, thinking that this was surely a joke. We looked over, the women weren't laughing whatsoever. They went on to explain, we really do expect our husbands to know what we want and need without us having to express that. Well, this led to quite a heated discussion. I wasn't sure what to do. I remember the ride home, I asked my wife Tara, I said, is that real? She goes, well, yeah. So we had a long talk about this, and it turns out this is a major frustration with a lot of couples, which leads to our next rule. I cannot expect my spouse to know what it is that I want or need if I don't let them know first. That seems so obvious, but I'm telling you, it's not the way that most couples operate. And you know what? Having that rule in place has saved us a lot of angst in our marriage, and I'm sure that's one that can save you angst as well.